It's apotheosis time.
Check 1 2. And if I can't hear you, the issue is you.
I can hear you. It just sounds like you're under a helicopter.
What?
That was that little fan. Oh fuck! Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
No, the fan is very big. That's just my microphone,
Oh. Um.
which I can turn off for audio purposes.
Nah. I like your hair flowing a little bit in the wind, the breeze.
Beautiful.
All right, dude. The duality of man, right here on this screen, dude.
Uh,
You may as well be in Alabama right now, dude. Holy shit. I think you're in a trailer in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I, of course, am in an ivory tower um, somewhere.
Shucks.
All right. Recording. I guess that's all good. All right, buddy. Uh, I want to see the logo, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Let me drop you the YouTube, and you can pull it up.
Oh shit. Yeah, send me them. I want to see them fucking. Oh. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Can you send it to me through WhatsApp? Because it's if I click anything here, it's gonna stop recording.
Oh, you're gonna have to open it on your phone.
Yeah.
Uh. Okay. I do wonder how the banner will show up, but
I think it should be the same.
okay, it's not. It's not. But it's fine. Let's see. Okay, yeah, actually, it looks fine. It looks fine on video on mobile. Okay, here you go.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I can put it on the screen. Oh my god. Discuss how unique their unique goal setting system has enabled them to achieve more, as well as the trials and tribulations they have faced along the way. Ooh, I like the logo, dude.
Thank you.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, boys.
Yep. And then, what is this? Where did you get this fucking picture of? I don't know what it even is.
Let me drop you the full pic in chat. Okay. Let me drop you the full pic in chat.
I mean, wait, you made this in AI?
Yeah.
That is literally you, dude. Oh my god.
Maybe there's a different version which you might also appreciate.
What the fuck? I like that one more. I like the second one more, dude.
Yeah. But for the banner, it just doesn't work as well because the eyes are not at the same level, and
Yo,
that's
that's
supposed
kind
to
of.
be me and you.
Yeah, no, obviously, but. Oh, that's so sick, dude. I like this one though. The one you put on the banner.
Oh, good.
Wow, that is literally you. That's crazy. Awesome, dude. I definitely have some notes, but I can send those. I mean, just the minor things. But this is nice, dude. I like the logo. It's kind of nice.
Thanks. I made it myself in Canva, and then I touched it up with some Gen AI.
Nice. Damn. Okay. Beautiful. There it is. That's what we need here on the weeklies. I think we can make the description a little bit more mythological. I think a little bit
Yeah, sure.
more. Let me see. A little bit more. What the fuck? Transcendent. A little bit.
Mm.
But yeah, that this is good. Now we have it. There we go. Very soon. All right. Let's get started, dude.
Yeah, we just need a third person here, bro. You know what I
Why?
mean? Because like while I was showing you the pictures for the banner, I need to go like, "Yo, Jamie, can you pull that up?"
Soon enough, dude. Soon enough. When this becomes when we become media
Mogul.
moguls, and we form an empire, we'll tell somebody to pull something up.
Yeah,
We'll be telling our Jamie to pull up the first episodes of the weeklies, dude.
yeah,
Ah, damn, dude. It feels like it was a long week. It feels like it's been a while since we had our last meeting.
mm,
So I have about like yeah, about 50 minutes. Um so yes, we should get started, and you already sent me your goals. Let me just put them. Yeah, those images are so cool, dude.
thanks.
They're very funny. Um let's see here. I'm just putting your new goals here. Steven,
Mm.
how many goals is it?
Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Okay.
Wait. I must have miscounted actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. I like that because now we have a very even. I might even add one more so that we have 12, 12. I don't think we've
Ooh,
had that in a while.
yeah.
And now let me put your old. Wow, you got 14.5, dude. 14.5.
Out
That's
of 14.
fantastic, dude.
Yes, sir.
Damn, dude. Wait, 14. Didn't you have 11 goals?
But I had two double pointers. Oh, and I
Oh,
added one directly after the call as well.
gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, I don't understand. You have 12 goals here, though.
Yeah, but two are double pointers.
Oh, is
Right.
that how that works? So we have to add. Um, I thought it was that you didn't add the extra points on the denominator.
Ooh.
But maybe, I don't know. But I mean, what do you think?
Well, otherwise it's just like free cheese, right? Because then if I make every goal double points, then a black circle's 100% on it.
That is what I did last time on my new week, so I'll fix that.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So out of 14, interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, what you said makes a lot more sense. Damn, dude, that's pretty spicy, dude. I definitely wanna definitely curious about what happened there. And I
Mm.
got 8.5 out of 13. You know, I guess we'll put the scores here. I took out 2 points out of that one.
Yeah.
Just because, it was a long week, and I mean every week is a long week, but yeah, it was just, I there's no reason why still have to why I have not finished my resume, and I
Yeah.
think it's because I actually don't know. I've been not even procrastinating it. It's more like I do the thing. No, I have the time, but I do other stuff, and I've had to take care of other stuff. Like
Yeah.
this week, I my phone broke on Sunday, so I had
I
to fix
remember.
that. And then I chipped a tooth the other day, so I had to go to the dentist.
Mm.
And then stuff going on at home. which again doesn't directly take time away from me. Anyway, this is just to say I need to be more focused. Now I'm gonna put my phone down. I'm just adding the scores here.
Mhm.
If you give me 1 minute. So we have, what is it? It's 23 points out of 27. Not bad. I mean,
Pretty good. Pretty
definitely
good.
mostly you. Um, all in all, I don't think I had a bad week per se.
Hmm.
I could have had a better week, but that's why we are here on the next week, and you have 12 goals this week. Um, all right, perfect. So, um, I guess here are the goals for last week. Um, what what happened here? I mean, not many shortcomings to talk about for you, but
Hmm.
well, why the 100%? I mean, the week before that you got 4.5 out of 10. The week before that you got 9 out of 11, which is, good. The week
Iconic.
before that, 4.5 out of 11.
Oh,
So, yeah, what happened?
well, I think it's a combination of things. I think for one, wanting to actually execute the 100% and making the promise just changes the outlook. But also,
Yeah,
I
it
think
does, doesn't it? It really
it
does.
does. But I think something interesting, which maybe is copium, but I think is more likely to be forgiveness. You know, for this week, I was, I guess, more lenient with myself because I had that first day where I woke up, I don't know, 4:50 or whatever, and then I stayed up late, and then the next day I woke up. I woke up early as well, but it took me like 3 hours to get out of bed.
Shit,
You know,
that's
I was just so unmotivated and kind of beat. And uh, I think normally, if that like happens, I'm just like, okay, bro, it's just already a black circle,
yeah.
And I think that can impact the mentality for the rest of the week. Like something I noticed just last night is I wanted to get to bed early. I made it kind of like a mental goal to try to get to bed by 10, and I came upstairs at like 10:10. So it was already chalked, right? And I wasn't like, "Oh, I'll just go to bed at 10:10 then." I was like, "Fuck it. I missed my bedtime. Maybe I'll go to bed at like midnight or something instead. Just
Mhm.
catch the next round." And just
Yeah.
like I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but I realize the fallacy that I have is to go in extremes very often. So it's like, oh, I missed the sleep this day. It's like we're not hitting it. It's chalk. Like just fuck it for the rest of the week. Whereas as I think this week, knowing I needed to get this 100%, it's like okay, well I missed one day, but
Isn't it
it's just
isn't it
one day.
isn't it weird that we get we've both done it at this point now. I think this was your first week where you promised 100%. And
Yeah,
when we do promise, we do it.
yeah,
Isn't that interesting? Like, why? I suppose how do I say it? Because, supposedly we have the covenant to ourselves to commit to these
yeah.
goals and to do all this stuff. But when we make that extra step to promise,
Hmm.
we make 100%, so that the logic would follow that, oh, we should promise every single time. The thing is, I guess, built into the system, I guess, is the recognition that not every week's going to be 100%.
Right.
But then again, why are we making the goals if we don't believe we can get 100%? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
a kind of an uncomfortable thing to think about. Uh,
Mm.
that when we promise verbally to each other, like, "Hey, I'm gonna get 100%," we make it. Now, um, is it possible that we become slightly more lenient in some things and others, sure, but
Probably.
we end up doing more
Yeah.
than if we didn't promise, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it's beneficial. So, does that mean we should promise each other every week? What does that mean?
Mm.
I certainly don't want to.
No, me neither. Me
but
neither.
but that's hard. That's
Yeah.
hard, and I don't know if that's a good thing that we
I
don't
think,
want to promise every week.
yeah. But I think in some sense it's nice because it's something you have then in the back pocket, like when the week has to, when you need the like 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no option to fail.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I think, yeah, I mean, and I think if we wanted to, we could just set easier goals and hit 100%. But I
Yeah.
like the fact that I think if we were hitting 100% every week, then there would be something wrong, you know?
Interesting. Oh, that's
So
very
I
interesting.
think I
Yeah, for
have to be
sure.
just out of reach, right? And then you're in the habit of these just out of reach goals. And then when you make that promise, you're just getting a little leg up, right? I'm just stepping on your
Yeah.
hands and you're pushing
Yeah.
by he has a promise and I can reach that.
Yeah. Let's see. Um, we won't go through all of these, but I think some interesting ones. Um, well, is there one that stands up to you? I mean, I guess what the fuck is fantastic sheen?
Nah, bro.
What is that?
It's personal.
No, don't do that, dude. Don't give me the my purposes are beyond your comprehension.
Yeah.
Don't give me that shit.
Bro gets shimmy, you know what I mean?
No, because you may as well have just given yourself a star for no fucking reason.
you know, I have a girlfriend who I hadn't seen in a month and you know, had an
So
excellent time.
one of your goals is have great sex? That's one of your goals? What is wrong with you? Hey, I mean, I respect it, dude. Respect. Wow, I didn't know sheem meant have sex.
Dude, that's why
Um,
when you name the group chat, bro gets shimmy, dude. I just like,
okay, I guess. What about the high quality machine learning project?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just delivered something kind of nice for the mentor. Built a classification model for rare events with a nice data set. And, you know, this has been something on the horizon for actually like months now where I'm like, hey, I want to be able to do this. And he's like, you have to do this first and this first and this first. And there's something I wanted to do a long time ago. But to build it, see that I can kind of build the ML project from scratch without needing external stuff really was just kind of nice to get done, right? It's kind of job interview prep, stuff like that.
Did it
So,
take? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I was working on it. I kind of locked in for that shit. I didn't. I think that was on one of the days where I just couldn't get out of bed. It's kind of because I didn't want to do it. Then I was like, this
Yeah,
has to get done. This
yeah.
has to get done. So,
Hmm. This is pretty good, dude. What about what was the golden domino for you? What is that for you?
well, I think that the golden domino is what happens right before getting ready for bed for the
Hmm.
next day in terms sort of intention setting. So there's been a lot of times where it's like I wake up, I decide I'm gonna wake up at some time, maybe I get slowly out of bed and then I kind of plan my day ad hoc. I like had some idea of being productive, but I don't know quite what it is. I remember spending like uh, an hour one night planning my next day, and it
Hmm.
was very meticulous. Like I will spend 50 minutes doing this thing, and then 10-minute break, and then 15 minutes doing this, 10-minute break, 15 minutes this, 10-minute break, 15
Yeah.
minutes this, 10-minute break, go to this before the interview. And then it actually took me 3 hours to get out of bed. It was kind of chalked, but but so
Man, humans are crazy, dude. This is
yeah. But that's kind of yeah. It ended up being a bit strange. That's when I kind of realized that was the domino for me because I planned this all out super meticulously, and
yeah.
then I just went on a walk through the trees here for like 3 hours instead of going to bed.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, I'm glad I did it, but that has to be the domino because all the planning is worthless then anyway. So it kind of looks
Yeah.
like you planned it
Yeah,
into it.
yeah, yeah.
So
Wow. And you were alone for most of the week, right?
yeah, until Friday.
Monday through Friday. Do you think that helped?
Yeah. I mean, I just spend most of my week thinking about stuff,
Mm.
so which is nice to set yourself up for a day. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of work at the beginning of the
Yeah.
day, but then just take a week, go out, like buy some body of water, and then sit there with no plans and just think. Pretty
That
cool.
sounds nice, man. Um, yeah, I mean, I've definitely, we've talked about, being alone and, you know, I feel like my feelings towards being alone have changed over time, but there's moments here and there where I have some free time here. Um,
Hmm.
and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it and I do
Yeah.
get things done. And but anyway, we'll talk about that. I guess yeah, it seems like it was a great week, dude. What did it feel like to have that pressure of the promise?
Well, I think the first day after, I didn't necessarily feel a lot of pressure. I thought things would kind of slip into place. I
Yeah.
think in the preceding weeks where it had been bad, I think there was a little bit of write the goals down and then forget about it,
Mm.
you know. But then in the evening, I like looked at the goals and I was like, oh shit, bro, oh, man, this is it's not. I actually have to think about this. So I think it reminded me that I make these for a reason. It's not like I set a goalpost
Yeah.
on Sunday or
Yeah.
Monday maybe, start navigating towards it, and then check my map a week later. So I think
Mm.
what it
Oh, whoa, that's such a good point. Wow, you just dropped some crazy bars right there, dude. Yeah, you're right. When you're following a path, you don't look at a map and not look at it until a week later. You
yeah
look at it as you're going. Dude, I think we might have we'll look there for the title,
yeah
but
okay.
that's sick. Okay.
So I think that's maybe the biggest thing that I learned because I had that goal down there, and then to look at the goals daily, but it wasn't like, oh, I can look at the goals daily and then it's like a checklist done, right? It's like I had to look at it and be like, bro, I'm falling
Yeah.
behind. I
Yeah.
need to I need to get cracked right
Yeah.
now. So that was super useful to have,
Hmm.
truly, because I really think the shit weeks. It's just I write my goals down that I write down what I think are my goals in the moment that I write them down, and then just like we talked about a couple weeks ago, where it's like, oh, I put all this ambitious artistic stuff, and then I just hung out with my friend all week.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's going on there? If I
Yeah.
had looked at it, if I'd been looking at it every day, I would have at least had a subtle reminder, like, dude, you got to do this. You know, you gotta at least think about doing it, or think about why you don't want to do it,
Yeah.
right? And have some sort of a moment of reflection there.
Yeah, I was looking at a video, because here in the with the solar job, every day we have like a morning meeting called correlation, and it's very much a certain type of culture, alpha mindset, sigma grind, you know. Yeah, you can, make your own assumptions, but they do show some pretty motivational videos in the beginning. And
Mm,
there was one of this guy saying like, hey, thinking about doing the thing is not doing the thing.
mm,
Planning to do the thing is not doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing is not doing the thing. So it was like a bunch of things that are about doing the thing but are not doing the thing.
yeah.
So it was a good reminder. Um, As for my week, not putting all of the fault on the um, haphazardness of life. But
Yeah.
yeah, my phone broke. I had to get that fixed, and I got it fixed. Well, that's not true. I mean, I got it. I got a new phone, which is the
Well,
iPhone 16 Pro.
what?
I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but uh, it's funny. Did I tell you the way I broke my other phone?
No, I mean, there's a few things that we're behind on, but
Yeah,
that's one story.
friend of mine came over to visit me, and we had a great time. We were about to leave. We tried to go to some bars, and I was once again, for the nth fucking time, reminded how much I hate loud music and those social environments. But anyway,
Yeah.
he was about to leave, and I do this thing where, like,
Yeah.
I cling onto the window, like the car window from the outside, and like I just like I ride the car essentially.
But like, so the windows rolled down and you're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
I do that kind of stuff. And then I was doing that and he was moving the car. And right before he exits the parking lot, my phone falls and the car just runs it over.
And
And the screen got fucked. But the next day we took it to AT&T and we got an upgrade. So, it actually turned out pretty good.
mhm.
So that's pretty good. But it took a number of hours. I had to miss work. Another thing, my chipped tooth. I chipped a tooth, a molar. I went to the dentist. They told me I actually have some. I have more than one. The chipped one is up here, and it looks gross. It's not huge, but it's definitely needs attention. Um, so I need to get filling. So I had to get Medi-Cal because I don't have dental insurance. It was a whole thing. Takes time.
Right.
Friday, I
But
hung out.
are you gonna do like the teeth cleaning too,
Yeah,
to like prevent the gingivitis or balls
yeah,
in or
yeah. Balls in my mouth. Yeah, that's.
whatever?
uh,
Okay.
yeah, and then Friday,
Friday.
I hung out with a friend of mine at night. He's my manager here. He used to go to Williams. We were
Hmm.
roommates. Good friend, very good friend, and we had a chance to just hang out, talk. It was great, man. We talked a lot about. I mean, I told him how worried I am about my dad because his dad had cancer and passed away a few years ago. And I was just telling him, how I'm supposed to justify me being here and not at home. And like my dad is not in a critical state, it's not terminal. He does have to get a big surgery. But it was nice, man. It was just nice. And I went to sleep super late on Friday, but it was really nice. This is all to say, I think some things took precedence over other things. Um, the resume work, I really have no excuse. I couldn't really tell you why I haven't done it.
Hmm.
I think because every time I've tried to do it, I get stuck. So in my head, maybe I'm like, let me just avoid it. But I think I'm at the point where I hate this job so much that I just need I want to get this resume done, work done.
Yeah.
So it's there again for next week. Business cards, I did what I had to do, so I'll get that done. But I did what I needed to do, which was very small. Um,
Hmm.
I was waking up early and not spending a lot of time in bed. Um, so I was happy with that. Yeah, the no wank all week. I mean, dude, bro, I am lonely, bro. Jeez, dude, I swear, bro. It's like I wake up, read, gym, eat, clean, work,
Mhm.
sleep. Yeah, I don't have time, and every week, and I go home, which is great, and I'm very grateful that I could go home, and I'm happy, and I
Mhm.
have a good time. But dude, I have no like the dating apps. It's just useless, useless, bro.
Mhm.
And then so much stress from home, my dad, and fucking the whole immigration stuff. It's just so much stress, bro. And I get to a point where I'm just like, dude, let me just do this shit. And
Mhm.
it's not like that's the only way to relieve stress.
Yeah.
But as sad as it sounds, it does fill something.
Mhm.
It does feel like a little gap. Um, and it sounds fucking sad, but I don't talk to anybody. And again, it's not like it's out of control. I don't want to paint a picture like I'm compulsively masturbating everywhere. But it's a habit that I've been wanting to get rid of. Apparently, not bad enough.
Mhm.
And I guess at this point, I'm at the conclusion that it has a purpose. It's just a very sad purpose.
Mhm.
And it doesn't come close to replacing what I want, which is, to be out there, to be dating, whatever. Um, but yeah, and I guess there's not much I can, or maybe there is. I went to the dentist and there was a really cute girl there, and she
Mhm.
was talking me up. I think maybe I'm so sad and lonely that any minimal amount of attention, I'm like, she wants me, dude.
Mhm.
But that being said, I was at the dentist, she was talking me up, and then the doctor came and she left, and then I left and I couldn't find her. So, like a little bitch, I wrote my number in a piece of paper, wrote a little message, and I told the receptionist to give her the number. And wouldn't you know it, I got no fucking messages. So, but that was something at least.
Mhm.
But this is all to say, um, yeah, dude, I'm a little definitely lonely, and um, it doesn't seem like I can do much.
You know, that's just some mental prison shit, bro. I'm gonna say, look, because every week recently, some shit has gone down, which has been, well, maybe it's not an excuse, right? But it's close to an excuse, right? For at the very least. But if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you
It's a duck.
know, it's a member of whatever. Yeah. Um, and so I think I think one, man, you might have to just build in some contingency time into your week.
What
Where
does
you're,
that
you're
mean?
not just a machine, bro. Like time that like put some time in a bank, you know, so that it can be exercised when it needs to be exercised. Like you can't plan for a phone breaking and having to go to the store the next day, but if you have like time to borrow in some sense, you might be able
Okay.
to use it in some way. Like if I don't know, if you have put 4 hours or something on into Sunday that's like completely free, let's just say something like this, but you can then just borrow it on days when you need to borrow. If I need to go to the store, oh, I was going to work on my resume for this like 1 hour on Monday. I'll move that
Oh,
to
for the
Sunday,
resume for sure.
and then I'll take that hour block here to like take care of things because there's shit is gonna keep popping up, right? Whether it's something with your dad or your tooth or your phone. And if it's like, oh my gosh, life has happened and it derails me and it puts me on a bad week, well, then you're just never going to have a good week because, like, you're going to
Yeah.
perfectly predict and control life. I mean, that's just stupid, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be robust to perturbations in some sense, right? And you have to find some way. I don't know if time bank makes sense or not, but you have to find some way for for you to have some robustness, right?
I'm trying to
And speak
bust for sure.
Yeah, well, speaking of the robust, bro, I think that I think, man, if two things. One, if you want to break a bad habit, and two, you want to deal with loneliness, which is something that has come up before, then I don't know, man. I think you should make time for that. Like psychologically, I don't even think it's gonna do you any service to like be alone a lot of the time, right? And grinding, I think it's just gonna become like anti-productive at some point. And if you're not a fan of the bars and whatever, like I'm not really either, or the apps, which are, I mean, they are what they are. I don't know, bro. Just go to like a salsa beginner salsa social, dance for an hour.
I don't
I don't
do.
know.
That's the thing is the way I look at it. I'm like, why would I do that when I could just work on something else? Why would I do that when I can resume or
Yeah, yeah,
music or whatever?
yeah. Okay, fine. Then find something where you can meet people that's like helping you. Go to a creative writing workshop.
That seems interesting. I don't know who I told this to, but I I've outsourced um, my social, or I guess my romantic interactions, or my romantic approach to an algorithm that doesn't even work for me.
Yeah,
It's quite sad. I know, man. I know, and I'm glad to be reminded that these are all mental prisons. It's just, the prisons are strong.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just because they're mental prisons doesn't mean they're not strong. This is not an excuse.
Hmm.
As for the things I haven't done, I think, and again, not to put another excuse, but it's like every weekend I have to go home and spend time with family, which
Yeah,
again, it's good
yeah,
and I like it and I'm glad I can do it, but it does take away time for other stuff. And
yeah,
I'm a very guilt prone person, so it's like I'm constantly feeling guilty. You know, if I don't do this thing, then I'm feel guilty. But if I do this other thing, then I feel guilty for not doing the other thing, and vice versa. So, I think this weekend while I was at home yesterday, I did leave early to get
yeah,
some stuff done. But I realized that I've been so stressed out, man, and I don't want to blame my family, but man, they have, and I'm not talking about just like things that are outside of their control, because why would I blame them for things that are outside of their control? But, it's just that my family is a big source of stress for me. Um, and not for any fault of their own, and not, I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm just saying that if I only had myself to worry about, I would be a lot more calm. And this is not something I can do something about. I can't do anything about, my family going through things. I can't. I
hmm,
can't just fix my dad's, you know, health.
yeah,
Um, but I need to I need to do a lot of things, man. I need to let go of things I can't control, however few these may be, or I mean, however many these may be.
hmm,
Um, And yeah, look, you're right. These are mental prisons, And I know that about the resume, you know. It's just something I haven't done, and I'm
Hmm.
gonna do it this week because I don't care whatever it takes. I'm gonna get it done, whatever it
Yeah.
takes. As for
So just
the,
do it tomorrow, bro. Just do it tomorrow.
yeah, I can.
Or
So
today. Actually, wait, it's early for just do it today, bro.
I planned out my week. I think I should have time to do it either tomorrow or today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can definitely work on it today, for sure.
I'm gonna send you a
Um,
text tomorrow, dude. If it's not done.
I mean, I know it sounds like excuses, man, but it's like right now I have to go eat and clean my dishes. Then I have about an hour. I guess technically I have about 45 minutes because then I have to go to the morning meeting.
Hmm.
So I'll have about 45 minutes before I leave and about 45 minutes after I drive because I drive about an hour to get to
Hmm.
where I'm knocking doors. And in that time I usually read, like I'll listen to an audiobook. But what I can tell you is that by by tomorrow I will have a significant amount of it done. I can tell you
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
mental
send it to me, bro.
prisons.
Send
Yeah,
it
I'll
to me.
send
I
it
can
to you.
take a look at it.
Mental prisons. I don't know. I can't tell you that I can easily break these prisons, and I guess specifically the prison of being alone and being romantically unfulfilled, or even erotically, I guess, if you want to call it that. But I can't say that that's an easily um, breakable prison, but I don't know. I just don't see how in my life right now I have time for that. And maybe that's an excuse, maybe that's a prison. But the thing is, I can try to be better with time management, but like
Mhm.
I'm a fucking human, dude. Like last week, on Friday and Saturday, I just didn't read.
Mhm.
I was like, dude, I need a fucking break. Like I
So what did you
can't
do?
I didn't read, you know. Didn't listen to the audiobooks. So it's like, I have to work, I have to knock doors and I have to do work and I have to think about, applying to another job and I have to think about, my exam at the end of the year from Yale. Am I even ready? Should I even be working, at this door knocking job? So it's like, it just feels like a lot, man. And that shit is a lot, man. So it seems easier to not focus on that prison, you know, because the other things take so much time. Um, yeah, I mean, I put a black dot in reaching out to people because I messaged like I spent time with my friend here, and then I also messaged one other friend. But it's like, dude, I have so many people that I haven't reached out to, and it's sad, makes me sad because I used to have time for that, keep up with people. But if I can't even be communicating with my friends and people in my life, then how am I expecting to put myself out there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, this is not I don't want this to be a complaint session. This is just to say, or I guess just to ask myself, what can I do to at least have a little bit more time? And I think that comes down to like I feel like if I can get one thing done at a time, like for example, the resume work will allow me to find another job or
Yeah.
to get closer to finding another job, which will maybe give me more time, more freedom, etc.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I guess that's one thing. But again, it wasn't a bad week. I feel fine. I feel good. I feel
Yeah.
tired. I definitely feel tired, and I don't like this job, but um, I'm doing it for now.
Yeah.
It's just I need. I think for me the most important is to try to compartmentalize things. Work is work. Knocking doors is knocking doors. Family is family, and not let those things slip into each other too much. Um, and then, kind of try to not feel so guilty, if I can't go home this weekend, you know. Maybe that's but then I think about it like, well, dude, what if something happens to your dad and these are the last weekends you spent with him, so it's like
You
dude,
know,
I miss being a kid, bro. I miss being at Williams, dude. Fucking wanking it at Wackenheim, dude. Wankenheim. Not even giving it a second thought. Just. uh, but anyway.
dude, I think that when we kind of unhappy, we just kind of, in a sick way, end up like reveling in it. And it's like, "Mm," and then we just stay there, you know? I think you're just not
Yeah.
doing stuff aligned with your priorities, bro. And you
Yes.
just need to fix that.
I want to, and then that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If I can get a nice resume done, I can
Yeah.
find another job that I like, even if I like it a little bit more, even
Yeah.
if it's just by a little bit,
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's like, sure, yeah, I guess.
Well, what do you
But I
think?
feel like this is just like pushing like creating a like boogeyman, right? It's like, "Yeah, if I just like write this piece of paper, like my life will just be shifted." I think it's like that's not it, right? It's like there's things that you don't want to do, and there's justifications that you give yourself, and like make yourself do things you don't want to do, and then you do things you don't want to do, and it's not like very fulfilling. Like,
So, what do you
I mean,
suggest?
I don't know, man. I mean, what like the thing is that family time can grind at you a bit because it's like you go from work to there and it's just a different sort of stress. There's loneliness and there's things on your goals that are still not happening, and then there's work you don't want to do. I mean, if you like spent one less day at home and gave yourself a day, I mean, would like what if you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday each you like or work 1 hour less or something and find yourself an hour a day so you can do something you
Yeah,
actually
that's
like.
that's that's what I started doing.
Friday half day or
That's what I started doing. So I was talking to a guy who's doing pretty well at the job,
Mhm.
and I asked him like, "Yo, what are the times that you're knocking doors?" And he tells me I do a 6-hour shift every day. I go from 2 to 8.
Mhm.
And I'm like, huh. So if this guy's doing that, and he's doing pretty well at the job, I'm gonna do that too. You know, it makes it hard that I have to read. That is another big thing. It's like I have a lot on my plate, so
Yeah.
I can't be complaining about the problems I've put on my plate. That's just what it
Yeah.
is. Um, but knowing that has opened up a lot of time actually in my week, and I'm curious to see how that'll pan out this week because I have a good couple of chunks of like 1 hour, 2 hours throughout the week where I think I'll be able to get a lot more things done. Um, so I'm curious to
Nah,
see
nah,
that.
nah, nah, bro. I
What?
nah, it's not. I think, bro. I think you need to think, dude. I think you need to sit down and think, man, not do more.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have things that I have to do. No, this sounds funny now. The thing is, I have to knock from 2 to 8 every day.
Mm. Yeah, but you've just gotten back 2 more hours a day. Like, how can you, dude?
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know, man. Like, is this less work than you were doing it? I think you need to just think, bro, about what are your assumptions, what are your priorities, and what are your mental prisons, and
Damn, bro.
just chill
Damn.
the fuck out.
That's fucked up, dude.
No, I'm serious, bro.
I don't
That's
want
why
to
I
do
can't.
this. I don't want to do
Yeah,
the
I
system
know.
no more.
Hey, you don't want to think. You don't want to think. You don't have to think, right? It's just easier to be a miserable automaton. Really, go ahead, bro.
All right, I've put it in my weeklies. I put ponder, but I'll come up with something a little bit
Put
more.
ruminate. Put ruminate, bro.
Yeah, you
I
just
don't
want
want
me
you
to
pondering, dude.
apotheosis, dude. All right, dude, ruminate. But ruminate is not good. Ruminate means to like overthink things.
Yeah, well, that's your connotation. It's not my connotation. Look, man, this past week before Alicia got here, I spent some days thinking, dude. I just dedicated to thinking, and of course, I ended up thinking much later than I wanted to because it's like, oh, there's just like a couple things I'll take care of, and then between eating and biking there, it was already 4 instead, and I thought I'd have the whole day. But then just thinking, very helpful, man. Very helpful in terms of good goal setting, and then in terms of coming back with actually focus, action plan, and getting shit done. You know,
I
it's been
know.
very
I
helpful. It's
know.
been very helpful for me.
All right, let me say this then. Because this system is about becoming better and better.
Hmm.
I will ruminate and I will maybe make something a little bit more solid, more actionable. Um, I'm gonna. Well, tell me what you think. Maybe I can make a list of what is stressing me out so much and what is lacking and what I can do about it. And it doesn't mean I can solve all my problems or address all the things that are keeping me away from happiness, but it does mean
Hmm.
that I can start somewhere. Um, I think making this list should be very simple. I think the more difficult thing is executing the solutions. Um,
Yeah,
so I added it to my goals. Why did I put 33 here? We have in total, you have 12 goals, and I have, oh, wait, no. But you put the doubles. Wait, what? No.
12. I have 12. I have 12 total.
I guess I have way more because if we're counting doubles, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18, 19, 20. I guess I have 20 technically,
Mm.
but it's 12. Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling me out on it because these are mental prisons, but, well, these are mental prisons and they're very strong sometimes,
Yeah,
or I'm weak, or
maybe both.
both. Maybe both. So just for next week, I gave myself a lot of double goals because it's just a lot of things that I have to do. And again, I feel like I feel better than I felt like a few weeks ago where you saw me, I was just down in the dumps. I feel better. Um, I just have very important things to do and I need to do them because I can't just stay like this in this miserable place.
Mhm.
Um, yes.
Good.
How about you? What are you thinking about next week?
Mm, I have a very big interview tomorrow.
Oh.
Um, yeah, with a founder of a hedge fund. So
Mm.
I haven't had an interview like this before. So I hope it goes well. Um,
How did you get this interview?
it's like I've been talking with these guys for a while, so I had a few rounds beforehand. Now it's time to talk with the big man. You know,
What's the so this is a not a first round interview.
no, this is round four.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the big thing for me preparing, which is what I've been doing. Actually, the best preparing that I've been doing for this interview has been nothing technical, but just literally thinking. It's been insanely good prep, believe it or not,
Mm.
because it clarifies kind of why I do all these things to myself.
Mm.
Sometimes I forget why I graduated almost 10 months ago, right? Been sort of singularly aiming at a
Yeah.
very particular thing. So, it kind of reminds me why in the world I'm doing all these things. So it's been nice to think and be remotivated. Sometimes you start doing something and you kind of forget why you even started doing it in the first place. So to to be kind of locked in for that, and it's probably not the last round interview, but
Really?
the difficulty kind of goes down after that.
Mhm.
If it's like if he likes me, it's sort of like, okay, meet the other senior guys that we work with, and if we all like you, it's good. But it's
It's
not
for a
anymore.
trader or a quant researcher?
It's like you're gonna wear all the hats.
Mm,
So
okay.
yeah. So this is yeah, it's exciting. It's quite exciting. So yeah. Other than that, now that I had the time to think and reflect about why I'm doing and take a little bit of time away from the technical prep, I'm fired up to do it again. So I want to continue doing that even past the interview, as there might be more rounds.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the stuff on the goals is mental as well, because yeah, like I said, I was thinking a lot, and uh, I realized that there's one of the golden dominoes, I guess, is to have this intention for the day. Or I guess maybe that is almost the golden domino. I guess the golden domino is where you decide to have the intention, where you decide to decide for the next day, things like that, and paying attention, and other mental things. I realized that I spend so much time in my own head thinking that it almost disconnects me from the real world. Like I don't even see anything because I like think in images.
Is
So
that
I
a
can
good
like
thing or a bad thing?
no, this is a terrible thing. So I can like
But
walk.
you've just been saying that thinking is good.
No, no, no. Thinking is good when I'm aware that I'm thinking.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I can I can think, like, let's just say I'm stressed out about something and you can just kind of go in circles, and I could walk here to the like financial district, let's say, and remember nothing of the walk, like literally nothing, because I've just been in this whole mental
Mm,
world the whole time. I
yeah.
learned during this trip how to think while being present. Like I can think, but I'm looking at the trees and the dew on the blade of grass, and it's not getting into the cycle where it's like thoughts are happening to me,
Mm,
but like I'm thinking,
mm.
right? Maybe this sounds a bit crazy. Maybe it sounds like I'm a nut job, but
No, I
I
get it.
think thinking can be passive. Like when you're on your phone and scrolling reels, like you do have thoughts and reactions, but it's like it's a passive thing, rather than
Mm,
sitting and like being aware of the fact that I'm thinking and aware of the fact that I'm like physically here right now. That was a big
mm,
realization for me, just how much time I spend in my own head. So
mm.
to be present, to be grateful for things, it's fucking amazing. I'm here in Amsterdam. I mean, this is a blessing.
Yeah, that is
Sometimes I don't
true.
even think about it, right? It's just, oh, I got to go about my day. I got to
Yeah.
do my ML. Just a lot of this is mental stuff because I spent so much time thinking about how my mental could be better and how I should be grateful and all these things. So I just put a few things that are very important to me, goal wise, like actual execute wise. Make a little bit of money, learn the shit that I need to learn, read just a little bit each day, and the rest of the stuff is mentality. You know.
Mm.
Oh, and look at the goals daily so that I'm reminded of this stuff.
Yeah, look at the map daily.
Look at the map. That's the title, bro. That's the
Look
title.
at the
Look
map.
at the map.
Yeah, I like it. Look at the map. Yeah, I like it. That's actually great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at the map. Yeah, I'm glad to see you in such high spirits. It's very good. Um, and I'll get there. I'm getting
Mhm.
better. I'll get there. This is temporary. It's not forever. This job, this stress. It's just, I'm not good at letting go. And but I feel hopeful. I feel optimistic. Look at the map. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, very important. I want to keep reading my life sheets, but I lost one and I don't know where the
Mm.
fuck it is, so I have to find it. So I
Mm.
have to find the lost map.
Yo.
uh, what was the title? Read the map? Look at the map.
Look at the map.
Look at the map. Look at the
Yeah, and
map.
I'll say, and the reason why I just want to say, like, the reason why I was hammering this mental state stuff so much is because fundamentally my position is not much different than when I was mentally at the lowest point, right? Grinding, interview prep,
Yeah,
and learning more math and coding, doing interviews, maybe making it to final round, having to go fly out to a different country or something, spending the whole day getting interviewed, then getting rejected, rinse and repeat. And I still do very similar stuff, but my mental is so much better, even
my
though the
mental, my
days are
mental.
similar. Even when I was still at home. So I think that you can find a lot of solace by digging into the mind a bit. Obviously, there's shit that we don't want to do, right? And this is why sometimes it's hard to get out of bed. But I think that there's ways to really appreciate the things that we do like doing, and it makes those things worth it. So I think that
Yeah,
if you look at those things and make the list, it'll help a lot.
yeah. That's good. Look at the map. Look at the map. We need to get rid of the mental prisons, but sometimes do we destroy the prisons or do we find a way out of them?
I think we break free.
We break the prisons. Okay.
No, no, I don't know if we break them. I think we break free. I think you can, even if you break a mental prison, I think you can be dragged back in if you're not careful.
Mm. So, what is the difference between breaking a prison and breaking free?
Well, breaking, like, I mean, like, if I like break out of Alcatraz Island, it doesn't mean that I've like dropped a ballistic missile on Alcatraz Island, you know?
So, I guess that's why you can find yourself back in the prisons. Hmm. All right, fair enough. All right,
Yeah, the
buddy.
warden's got to catch you, but you can
Yeah,
outrun the warden. You can always outrun
yeah.
the warden,
I
you know?
really do need to. I need to go back to my dad's poem because I finished translating it the first round. I got to go
Yeah.
through it again. I think it'll be a good moment to do that. I think.
Yeah, let me share you one of the poems I wrote about getting trapped in these bad mindsets.
Thirty-two.
It's not quite mental prisons, but it is about something similar. So I think you may.
When are you gonna
Uh,
read Puddle? You piece of shit.
I left it at home, or I left it in. It might
Damn,
actually
dude.
be in my suitcase in Germany.
That's crazy, bro.
It's gonna happen. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, in
But
like
this is
5 years.
this is the silly stuff, right? Where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to grind for this stuff I don't have time to read, even though I love reading, you know. So it's just a mental. I put myself in a box, bro, like it's Fortnite.
Man, this bitch putting herself in a box like it's Fortnite. All right, I'm gonna read it on my own time. I don't want to read it here
Yeah, yeah.
because I
Don't
want
read it
to
now. I just wanted
actually.
to share it with you.
But cathexis. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is Stephen wrote this. If it has the words apotheosis, rumination, Transcendence Orchithexis. Steven wrote it. All right, buddy. Well, what a good call. What a good episode. Look at the map. Um I like this Mondays, doing this Mondays. It's kind of nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, then at least until I get back, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah. All right, sir. Look at the map.
Look at the map. Look at the fucking map like Eudora, bro.
Oh shit. All right, let me see if stop recording.